moment on this conference that I went for in Nairobi, when the South African Minister of Transport stood up in the gathering where there are political parties from all over the world, and he said to me, he said, I want to applaud Liberia because your election was so tight, hotly contested, and President Boakai only defeated President Weah less than 30,000 votes. And yet, President Weah conceded. He said, you people should continue that democracy. I was proud. I'm going to say anyway, therefore, President, we have to concede and keep our democracy on the path it is. It's something, of course, I'm proud of, and I'm happy he did that. I would praise him any day for that, because not many Africans can do that. Look, let's stop all these political norms. When people do something good, praise them. He could have stayed in power like other people. Yes, he could have done that. When President Boakai
Today is a historic day as we celebrate the festivities of our nation's 171st independence on the pro agenda with the block laying of the new Redemption Hospital. Redemption Hospital was originally built as a marketplace, but it was later transformed into a health center to provide medical services to the people of the borough of Newtown and its environment. I remember when I was on the health committee, Dr. Coburn and I, when it comes to health issues, we are loggerheads. Simply because I want the best for the Liberian people. And I remember during the Ebola time, and I want to tell you that it took me for the committee because I was tough. But it's not in the interest of our people. Sometimes when people put their views, it's not to stop anything that you want to do. But I think counter views are important. I am the president, but you can say something to me that is good, I can take it. So that my big brother took me for the committee because he thought I was tough. But I'm glad that Dr. Coburn, who I've known for so many years from Italy, our quest, because I listened to him in 1995. When I saw him, he told me, I'm working hard here in Rome because I want to go back to change the health center. And I said to him, one day I will be back home. I want to change the lives of the Liberian people. Each year I'm back home, but I'm glad that this facility will be constructed and ready to serve our people. Dr. Jala said, it's not just the building, but I wish that asked me for something, she did not ask me for anything. She just said, when the building, and I hope that the material will be there, but she didn't ask me for anything. So he started a statement that, Mr. President, we will ask you but you didn't ask. But I'm still on the standby. You know what But good to see you, and I just want to thank all of you who have welcomed. I know the constraint, I know the difficulties, but this is the country we got. You know, and I remember as a senator of Colorado County, if anyone can bear with me, have workers here. In my vehicle, when I go to work, I give priority to women and men that go to work, that go to the hospital. I put that in my car, drive to work, come from work, put it back in the car, drive to home. Because I believe that with the traffic, they need to get to work because they have to save life. So it's important for all of us to help this sector to grow, and we'll do our best. May God bless you all. This one. That's all you talking about. You do it when I pay you. Don't do that.
Look, I said, come on, man. Mommy, I didn't push me, bro. Well, I ain't lying to push you. Yeah. Your camera. Make sure you have me.
I don't want to bear with me, have workers here. But I think counter views are important. I am the president, but you can say something to me that is good, I can take it. So that my big brother took me from the committee to our talk. But I'm glad that as a Como, who I've known for so many years, from Italy, our quest, because I listened to him in 1995. When I saw him, he told me, I'm working hard here in Rome because I want to go back to change the health center. And I said,
allow small children to tell market when they should be in school. They should be in school. We will not allow those young ladies just go in the street whole day yourself. The money you make can't even buy rice. We can't do it. We want to put dignity on our people. And that's why we're here. That's the mission we have. And I can assure you, if you check your calendar, it's exactly 4 months from today. Today's the 10th, right? When is election? You start checking. 4 months to the date. After 4 months, you will see a new Liberia coming up. You will see a Liberia that will give you hope. You will see a Liberia where corruption will be thing of the past because we will not allow small children to tell market when they should be in school. They should be in school. We will not allow those young ladies to go in the street whole day yourself. The money you make can't even buy rice. We can't do it. We want to put dignity on our people. And that's why we're here. That's the mission we have. And I can assure you, if you check your calendar, it's exactly 4 months from today. Today's the 10th, right? When is election? You start checking. 4 months to the date. After 4 months, you will see a new Liberia coming up. You'll see a Liberia that will give you hope. You'll see a Liberia where corruption will be king of the car because
All right, fellow Liberians, just hit for us the share button.
Goods or commodities like cars, motorbikes, barrels, bicycles, and food items to and from Liberia, the VPK Motor Enterprise Incorporated and Shipping Line Services are available to provide you the services. They are ranked number 1 in shipping services. Your cars and all other items are provided maximum protection with fast deliveries. Book your reservation now by contacting the CEO, Vi Basakin, at 267-437-5873. In addition to our many services, we also buy cars for our clients in the United States. Call right now and allow VPK Motor Enterprise Incorporated and Shipping Line Services to provide you the best shipping services. Tell them Mazola sent me. You will get a special discount in addition to the already low prices.
All right, so fellow Liberians, home and abroad, it's a privilege again for us to be on here. We are sorry for the delay. It was because, we had some, issues at work to deal with. That's the reason why we are late. So we are very sorry. We want to welcome each and every one of you. And as usual, we ask that you kindly hit for us the share button, share with friends, share with family members, so that we can all have a wonderful time today. We are grateful also to have with us our own brother, one of our panelists here, Trocon Gray, commonly called Yellow Machine. Welcome, Honorable Gray. How are you? Okay, so the network from the other end there, he will be with us. He will be with us. Sometimes the network in Liberia is a kind of bit, challenging. So it's off and on. But again, let's just go and welcome all of you who have joined us. In a special way, we want to say welcome to you, Madam Josephine Campbell. Thank you so much for joining us. It's always a privilege for us to have you here. We want to say welcome. Thank you so very kindly. We want to welcome Hamilton Nangbe. Uh, thank you so much for your presence here. Henry Passaway, how are you? I want to welcome my own sister, Hawa Tote. Thank you for joining us. Venetius Junior Bar, the ambassador himself of Honor the Palava Hut. We want to say you are highly welcome. Thank you so very kindly, my brother. It's a privilege for us to have you here. Abraham, thank you so much, Abraham Swain. We appreciate your presence as always. Thank you for joining us. We want to say thank you so very kindly. So, like we said to you, we will be having on our own brother. He's trying to make sure that he set everything that he's supposed to set. Bill Flan, how are you? I want to welcome you, Bill Flan. So let's take this commercial. I know some of you, you know, this December season, you are going to be sending things back home. You will either be sending, whatever you will be sending back home. We have, a very, very reliable uh, shipping link, that you can be able to send your uh, whatever you want to send back, whether it be a vehicle, whether it be your barrels or whatever. You can send it back home through this particular VBK Moto Express Incorporated. Is a shipping line, so they can ship from the US, straight to Liberia. I mean, very, very reliable. So let's take this again, as we set in the back there. So let's take this as we get ready to bring in our brother while he
Are
gets
you
himself
thinking about importing or
situated.
exporting goods or
I want to welcome
commodities
my sister Nina Kuya.
like cars, motorbikes, barrels, bicycles, and food items to and from Liberia? The VPK Motor Enterprise Incorporated and shipping line services are available to provide you the services. They are ranked number one in shipping services. Your cars and all other items are provided maximum protection with fast deliveries. Book your reservation now.
Okay, so again, we want to say welcome to all of you. Nina Kuya, you are highly welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. I want to welcome my own brother, Buema Obento Kiadi. How are you? I want to appreciate and welcome you, Buema Kiadi. Thank you for joining us. Saturday, Zionwe Wudule, thank you so much for your presence here. T. Ismail Daves, thank you so much. We appreciate your presence here from Grand Bassa. We want to say you are welcome. For the pass away, thank you so much. Uh, General GT, thank you so much for your presence here. I mean, all of you that are joining us. G Man the Boss, thank you so much. Bill Flan, we appreciate you. Eric Papitrocon, how are you, sir? We welcome your presence and salute you. Thank you so much for joining us. As usual, we ask that you please hit for us the share button, share with friends, share with family members. We want to welcome our own brother, Uncle Lou, from the Uncle Lou TV and the Zigo TV. I want to say you are highly welcome, Uncle Lou. Thank you so much for your presence here and thank you for everything you do. I want to welcome you. At this time, let's welcome our brother, Trokon. My brother, Gray, the happy belated birthday man. Welcome, Chief. How are you, sir?
Well, Claire?
Very loud and clear.
Yeah, so let me say good evening to our viewers, good evening to Naha watching motorcyclists, good evening to Captain Rabbit, and good evening to Liberian Allah that are following this live video from here in Nigeria and around the world. It's a pleasure being here this evening. In your absence, we'll be talking to ourselves and so on. So thank you for always you for always sharing as we have these activities for the growth and development of our country. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We also want to use this time to welcome our own brother, who is joining us there from Congo Town, James Fambule. My brother James Fambule, you are welcome. Thank you so much for your presence here. We want to say thank you. We appreciate you. Thank you so very kindly for your presence here. So all of you that are joining us, just do us a favor, hit for us the share button, and let's get started. My brother, again, it is troubling. In my mind, or not even in my mind, but growing up, the older we get is the less interested we become, when it comes to luxury, kind of, boastful living, or just let's say an opulence lifestyle. The older we get, there are some of us, just look at yourself. When you were very young, maybe at the age of, in your very prime, maybe 20, 18 or so, the things that you actually attach importance to, as you get older, maybe in your 30s or in your 40s, your 50s and 60s, it becomes less interesting to you. You don't look at it as, something that you should give all of your life for. So sometimes you just, leave things. I am saying this to me, Joseph Numa Boyka, the president, in this day, age, and time, taking into consideration the difficulties that our people are faced with, the hardship, Mr. Boyka have chosen to use the amount of almost 200,000 United States dollars on a birthday in a struggling country like Liberia, where the teachers are threatening go slow action in public schools, where hospitals are refusing patients because, according to them, they don't even have beds, where women that go to give birth in those hospitals, they are made to lay down on the bare floor, where the health sector is a complete mess. In a Liberia that Joseph Numa Boyka promised us that in 4 months, Liberia will not be the same. Our people will no longer sell on the street. Our children will no longer have to be among the cars selling chicken soup or selling kene or whatever. That is not for me. I want to welcome the Honorable Manager George, Chairman Emeritus of the DMV chapter and the Chairman of the First Auxiliary Group here in the US, the Reformers. I want to say you are welcome, Honorable Manager George. It's a privilege to have you. He is one of our leaders here in the CDC USA. And I want to say thank you for everything that you do. To the extent that Honorable Manager George, at late hours, will be calling people and reconciling people. Honorable Manager George will find a time to bring you on here. I am privileged to work along with Honorable Manager George. I'm really privileged. And I must say it. It's not because he is here. But there are a lot of things that I am learning, especially with Manager George. I'm learning coordination. I'm learning collaboration. I am learning how to bulldoze and so many things. When you sit with people who have a rich political history, they help you. When you sit with people who want to see the better of a country, they help you to learn. They teach you. They put you on the path. And I want to say thanks to you, Honorable Manager George, for everything that you do. Last night alone, I was at work, but let me just confess this before we bring in our people again. I was at work yesterday, and there is a permanent sedition who, because of one reason or the other, this particular person is disenchanted, right? Felt disenchanted. So we're on the line with this person for almost 2 hours because the dream of Honorable Manager George is that let's reach out, let's reconcile, let's reach out to our people, those who were angry and even voted against the party. Let's reach out to them, let's see how best we can be able to bring them back on board. So yesterday I was privileged to be part of one of those meetings where he was able to reach out to a permanent citizen here in the US who felt disenchanted, and we're on the line for almost like 2 hours. 2 hours. And we are hoping to have another meeting again and hoping to bring that person back on board to his home. So I want to say thank you, Honorable Manager George, for always, giving us the opportunity to be part of these meetings. I really, really appreciate you. And if I tell you the time we're having a meeting, you will not even believe it. We're having a meeting at about 1:45. We left from the meeting by almost 3. Imagine in the morning while other people sleeping. At time, you know. But anyway, thank you so much, Honorable Manager. Again, we want to welcome our brother, Detroit Wilmer. My brother Jake, how are you, Chief?
Yes, salute to you and to Chokom and to the followers. Respect and salute to the follower once again. As usual, you please help us to share this video.
We also want to welcome our sister Mandusu Dole. Mandusu Dole is one person who we have in our corner. This lady is an angel in a human form.
Mm.
Mandusu Dole is an angel in a human form. This woman, she did something that I am really, really proud of. Despite of, you know, the challenges and whatever she's going through, this woman, she went to Liberia representing us and was able to give 100 bags of cement. The woman
Wow.
even can give 200. She gave 100 bags. And we've been
Mm.
giving the ballots 100 bags. She already gave it.
Mm.
Just give
Wow.
it for the building of the headquarters. So she gave
Mm.
the first 100 and she will be giving another 100. So the total of 200,
Wow.
we have given the first 100.
Kudos to
We'll be
all.
giving the
Kudos.
second.
Kudos.
So
Kudos.
Mandusu Dole want to say thank you so much, you know.
Yeah.
Like our brother
Wow.
Dashwall, you know, Dashwall gave $1,000 to the
10.
construction of the party headquarters. Yeah,
Wow.
$1,000 to the construction of the party. And there are people who are you know, giving. There are people who are giving.
Mm.
So beginning very soon, we will start the process of encouraging our people here, and we want to encourage all of you to please, you know, see how best you can be able to be part of this particular headquarter building to make your own donation. As a pay, you are highly welcome. Abraham B. Kroman, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you. Thank you so very kindly. So, all of you, Michael, how are you? Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you. Thank you so very kindly for your presence, including those of you who may not agree with us but want to say you are welcome. We also want to thank our brother Louis Esther. How are you, my brother Louis? Thank you so much for joining us. Okay, I'm about to send you the link, Louis. I'm going to send you the link. So, you know, I know, Jake, it wasn't actually a kind of holiday on your end, but yeah, we had our holiday where, you
Yeah,
know,
I know you
even,
have your Thanksgiving.
yeah, yeah, we
Yeah,
had our
Thanksgiving
Thanksgiving,
American
and, you
people
know,
drink. Your cake,
yeah,
your turkey on the dinner there.
I do.
And,
We had.
but wait, I mean, what is story about that turkey story? That the whole America that died for that particular Thanksgiving.
Yeah, my
It,
brother.
it like the Christmas in our country. What is story behind that? What you learn about that turkey story that millions, I know millions of millions of turkey gonna be killed for that particular day. Why made that? Because two things I noticed about America: the
Yeah,
ego and that turkey.
and the turkey, sure.
What's special about
So
that turkey? What is the story behind that turkey? Then even
yeah,
not chicken, but that turkey. They see where like maybe you die for chicken, but you die for turkey. Well, they really, yeah, I really want to study about that story beyond turkey down to the president, everybody in that country, no matter what. Thanksgiving Day is a special day for that particular country, no matter who you are, everybody. I remember, according to the statistic,
mhm,
travel that's the highest travel in American history from states to states. Every airport jam packed, planes all in the skyline. They spend, I think you spend over billions of dollars on
yeah,
shopping. Yeah.
very
And that
nice.
Black Friday too, in the midst also, they spend, I think they say they spend how much trillions of dollars this year. It's one of the highest this year, according to the statistic. Say, wow, what's so special about, you see that you get economy and the economy booming. So just the kind of hard that they spend trillion dollars in the whole country. Imagine, yeah, people buy from all angles. The purchasing power so high, man. I see why America is the greatest country on planet. We try to follow your
I know.
footsteps. We don't do Black Friday here too, but it's not booming like in America. You can see 80%. You see television, for example, you see television for 2,000, you go get it for $400, $300. They're not happy. Yeah, they just cut certain amount here, but it's not like America so much, man. The largest economy in the world for two.
Sure, sure, sure. So, the Turkey story, we'll talk about it, but, but
Okay. Maybe,
actually, one of
maybe
the
one
reason
day.
why, here, Turkey is actually a kind of a traditional thing when it comes to, let's say the Thanksgiving, is because back in the early, 18th, 19th century, it was
Mm.
said that Turkey was one of the most, let's say, plentiful, somebody would say a meat at the time, especially
Okay.
bird at the time that people could readily get. It was in abundance. So
Okay.
at that time, in those particular, or years, or in those century, people could easily, lay hand on it because it was too much. It was plenty around the place.
I
So they
see.
could easily just grab it, and then prepare it for the meal, as compared to the chicken, as compared to the cow, as compared to the goat. So turkey was basically just all over the place. It was just plenty, and that was one of the easier, or let's say the cheapest that you could get in order for you to be able to, carry on your family, gathering. And it was something that also has, a kind of bit, one would say, is plentiful. It's enough as compared to the chicken, where chicken is a bit smaller as compared to the turkey. So the family decided to use that particular turkey because of, uh, it was abandoned, and it feeds a whole family at a particular
Okay.
given time. So, but yeah, there's a story behind it. When we come on, maybe during this week we'll try to talk about it. There are so many, but it's special. Yeah, it is so special for us here in the US, and for many, 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 many people. It is very special. But I want to start with this, like as I was saying. My brother, I want to start with our brother Trukon. In the midst of difficulties, in the midst of economic destitution, where our people, some of them cannot even afford to go to hospital, not because they do not have the money, but some of them, the hospitals are not even available. When I mean available, because a building is not a hospital except you have all of the requisite, requirements and individuals that are supposed to be there. You have, for example, the materials, you should have the doctors and etc. But we have hospitals that are without doctors, they are without materials, I mean equipments. But you have an 80 plus years old president who every year he is 81 years old, celebrating his birthday and using $200,000 plus. My brother Chokon, let's hear from you as it relates to this. What is odd about this? Why should it be concerning to us as Liberians? Why should we look at it as something that we should talk about? Let's hear from you, my brother Chokon.
And so let me say good evening to our viewers, good morning, good afternoon, depending on your location. I think Labren Polo for their own trouble. For the entire issue about Waka celebrating his birthday using thousands of US dollars, I think Labren low for their own
We're
trouble.
having feedback from Chokon or what?
Yeah, yeah, we are having some
I
some
know.
feedback from your end.
Okay,
I think lost beyond Chokon.
Yeah, yeah, I think he's in a location. So
Yeah.
yeah, so while he's trying to adjust himself, let's get our brother Chokon. While he's trying to adjust himself, let's hear from you, my brother Jake. It is very, very concerning. Let's hear from you. What do you make of this in the
You
midst of
know,
hardship?
yes, once again, respect and salute to the follower once again. You all please have to share this video. Sharing is free. You all have to share this video. Praise, no matter how we flag here concerning the president that arrived now. So no matter what we say, they will never listen, especially to the president. The president will know
Okay, so I think
during.
he's ready.
Oh yeah,
Let
let's talk
let's
on flow.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's just get our brother Chokon on. Yeah, my brother Chokon, welcome back. Yeah, Emmanuel Tia, it was because we had another work. That was the reason why. But thank you so much. I want to welcome Emmanuel Tia. Ephraim, you are highly welcome. Stunning, thank you so much. Moses, you are welcome. Sewolo, thank you so much. We appreciate all of you. Yeah, my brother Chokon, let's hear from your end, sir.
So as I was saying, I think Liberians, we Liberians look for our own trouble. Joseph Burger know the importance of wearing a Rolex watch. Now, Joseph Burger is spending thousands of taxpayer money on his birthday. All I can say, I think Liberians look for their trouble. And where we find ourselves now, I think it is now time that we call up the entire calamity off. We just need to off the entire calamity. I think it is too much. Look, the last time Braga celebrated his birthday, they made God so drunk to the extent that he announced holiday and told Liberians, the liquor in me and my government official is too much. So you know what happened? You go see that one. Do you remember that, Mr. Sherry?
Yep. Well, we
They
had
made call for
Thanksgiving.
holiday.
I think unification
They
also.
made announce holiday because the alcohol content that were in he and his corrupt government officials was too much. See yesterday what happened. The man just wasted the Liberian people money. See the kind of chairs. The brother sitting in golden chair. Hey man. The other one, we fought out inside but it is not late. All I can tell Liberians, that saying that, oh, that wait for 2029 and then look, I hate to listen to people to say we should wait for 2029. Do
But
you
then
know
Chokon,
what
what
are you
you
talking
want?
about?
But then Chokon, what you want? You want Banana overthrow?
No, you don't necessarily have the overthrow,
Now what you
but
want?
there are actions. There are actions, right? There are strict actions through protest, through different media to call the court because you guys are seen not to be listening, right? But when you have, say for example, our protest that is coming on that is scheduled for December 17th, right? These are
Mm-hmm.
actions that I expect Liberians to come out in their thousands, if not millions, to tell the world that these people are not proceeding rightly. Because it is so embarrassing. The brother spent almost $1 million yesterday. The prince said every year brother are 81 years old. Brother said be 81 years old since I was 20 years. I'm only 30 years brother say 81 years old. So the brother is starting in that dynamic. There is a time I'm asking Liberians, where in your faces, there's not gossip, where in your faces, brother is wasting our taxpayer money on what are using it. And he's not traveling to bring football trophy. He's having party and calling for unnecessary holiday. And we got if there is not culture, there will be things more terrible that could happen. And I'm using this video to call on Liberians. It is not late. We can cut off this calamity. But coming on in our number on December 17th to make sure that the president learn the rightful lesson. I'm not calling for overthrow, don't get me wrong. But when Liberians come out in their thousands to call on the unprepared old men to order that this time the reason Liberians voted him, he should do the proper thing, I think he will have a citizen sitting around. But for us to just allow him to just roll the brother in practically the man are poor in wheelbarrow and just ride all around level they say a pastor will give a crazy man you just ride all around yes for that's how Boakai is riding Liberia and you think everybody in the country is stupid. And so Liberia need to come up. They need to rise up. It is too much. So even find food to eat in this country is if you find food to eat, you have already achieved one of your goals. How can eating be an achievement in a country? Eating. And so Liberia need to rise up. Enough is enough.
Liberians need to rise up. Enough is enough. You know, it's terrible. Aliyu Masale, you are highly welcome. He is the chairman of the mobilization, the mobilization chairman of the DMV CDC USA. You are highly welcome. Jane, thank you so much for joining us. Wule, thank you so much for your presence here. We appreciate you. Even those of you who did not, you know, those of you who have a different view and continue to have. We want to say you are all welcome here. Moses Fala, you are welcome. Sylvester, thank you so much for joining us. Evelyn, you are welcome. My brother Jake, let's hear from you. Joseph
Yeah,
Numa Boakai is celebrating in this midst of difficulties.
yeah.
What our brother saying?
Yeah, let me say to the followers here and those of and Choco. Let me say something to my brother Choco. I know you president for the motorcyclists. I feel your opinion on this platform. I will be real here. I will call it spade or space. Yeah. You see, I will get you to a scenario. You see, a gullible society, when they say in Africa or in Africa, we rated the lowest IQ country among the lowest IQ country, that reality. You can never dispute that fact. Because the gullibility of our society, for example, I will give you Delon. Delon came to power through protests and other means. They lied to the Liberian people that they were the light. They would change codes. They would do everything. The gullible society, because of low IQ, a hustler Delon that were in the trenches were tough on him. They were angry with CDC. Even the standard CDC voted for Delon. Today, you see in the result now, the light is off. The same thing go to the same government today. Everybody knew the president. He never campaigned. He never did anything, the vice president at that time. Only the sorry girl protected him. What happened? Who voted in him? Who the me people that voted? In Choco, the same motorcyclists today that they banned from the country. The judge we had that came to power gave me every facility because he know our country knows too much job. So he said, okay, this is a mean of surviving. Let me let everybody to flow. He allowed it. He accepted everything. Motorcycle used to protest everything. He accepted them. They never used to wear a yellow jacket, nothing. At the end of the ride, they paraded Boakai in that particular country. That Boakai, they say they won. That Boakai, they won. When the Boakai they came to power, they lied to the Liberian people. They were hiding their agenda. They were hiding their policy. Today, when they came to power, what did they? They took $40 million from you people, as you said. And they confiscated that money, they ate that money, and what they stopped you from flying the major places in Morovia. Ate that money. So I would think, and the Liberian people also voted in Boakai. He lied to the Liberian people that nobody was said. 100 days you will do this, he cajole you. So I let the say on CDC. I'll be honest here. CDC man will wait. Let the Liberian people feed their bread in that tomorrow when somebody coming from the world from another angle, they will never cajole the Liberian people. Now you will know how to put senator and representative in power next time. They can come and lie. So let everybody like make their decision that brought Boakai in power today. The CDC were not protesting God, the political leader. You're not having that mindset. Molu then established that Molu then doing that own thing now. The civil society got to protest, but when you're willing for CDC to join that protest, you're on your own. CDC, let me tell you today, when Joe we are today say, I want 2 million people to come on the street, they will come on the street. You can just see party headquarters when initiating the party headquarters, you see a massive human being. You think the president able to put that on the street? No. They will feed a pinch, Prince. It's also that the people will feed a pinch. I will never all CDC to protest. We'll wait for that particular, we'll wait for 2029. Yes. If they do nothing ugly for 2029, I will explain here later. Yes. But we'll wait. Chokon will wait. Anybody want to go on the street, they go on the street. But the party they call CDC will not initiate any protest in our country because next time, when another person coming to power to lie, you will say the same thing. Let me remind you, Chokon, they see commies too. Commies opposition leader. They were all in the wind talking about sanction, spreading sanction. Coming there told them how the Wall Street, they had the corporate war. You remember? He said he went to Coca-Cola. They have all the connection. Since 2 years now, why come he cannot bring? I would go there. Why come he cannot bring private company to say, like when people were telling you all these things, these are the people who are having Washington DC. These are the people who are having the West. Why today now 2 years into a Boakai presidency? Why come he want to be a powerful person cannot bring a company? The same way they can join Liberian people. Everybody be like, come have the corporate war. What they come have the corporate war? Come never resign from the corporate war. No, they sack him from Coca-Cola. They sack him from Coca-Cola. Like the fact that because Liberian don't read. They lie to Liberian people. Like the same coming over can join Liberian people. They're the solution for the country. Since 2 years now. You get all that connection, you get billionaire friends, and why you cannot bring a private company. The main school is one of the most expensive schools in the Republic of Liberia. So instead of not lie to the Liberian people, so joy where the area is sitting now, he will never encourage no protest. A citizen want protest, whosoever want protest, but the president will never initiate no protest. We'll wait for the particular 2029. Along the democracy on the pace, we'll wait for it. But
Thank you so much.
citizens will not protest.
Thank you so much. I believe that before Pastor Success comes in, welcome. Protest is part of democracy.
Yes, I
These
know
are all
that.
ingredients that help to, stimulate our democracy, give us a kind of better outlook. But again, that's your take. Let's go to Pastor Success A.B. Dennis. Pastor Success A.B. Dennis, welcome. Welcome, sir. Let's hear
Thank
your
you,
take
Prince.
on
Thank you.
this birthday celebration of Joseph Numa Boakai, while our hospitals are without drugs, without, medical staffs and etc. While our mothers, our sisters are giving birth on sidewalk and they have been, refused because they don't have $160 to pay in a hospital. They are asked to, return. Let's hear from you.
Thank you, Prince. I think sometimes every actions has its own consequences.
Mm-hmm.
Every action a man takes has its own consequences. If you look at yourself and go like find place like a dump site to make it your home, you will have mosquitoes, and when you have mosquitoes, you subsequently going to get diagnosed with some level of sickness, either malaria or whatever. The Liberian people, in the first player praying, the Liberian need to decide what they want. Liberian need to decide what they want. We did this to Samuel Doe. Doe has his own lapse. But when war was coming, we all sat down and embraced the war, thinking the war was only for certain group of people.
Yes.
Today, we are all victims of the war.
Exactly.
You were on the street sinking. You hammer now my pace, I will hammer now your vote. You were saying Buka dance or go. But you did not ask the question. They men are being proper horses. When these people come, will they continue? They men are paying our children wire fee. When these people come, will they continue? These men are making our university free of charge. When these people come, will they continue? They men are paying our roads. When these people come, will they continue? We didn't ask those questions. We didn't have the hardcore questions. All we wanted was to lie and get president. We are out of power. Today, people who told us that they could not afford 3 meals a day, today, they are using millions of Liberian people resources to celebrate birthday. Today, the very people who were kicked out of their party headquarters some years ago, today they claim that they have money. They can now go and secure a party headquarters and go around the country and raise money. So, Prince, what our people are going through affected their condition, but it's something it's merited. We pay the price for it. We look for it. It's not everything in the country we politicize. Sometimes we have to be real to our people. When we were telling them, they didn't listen. When we say these people have nothing to offer, they make the Liberian people to believe that they have all the contact and they have all the sophistication in the world to make Liberia a Dubai, to make Liberia or Singapore, to make Liberia or Paris. But today, every day now, it's a new thing. Every day, people, their bodies are being discovered everywhere. Our people are dying for hunger. But those who enjoy the confidence of the president, they are riding luxurious car, sleeping in mansions and palaces they never had yesterday. They sycophancy and they hypocrisy life had to stop, and that's the only way Labro get better. So if President Boakai elect, for me, I will celebrate him. Having if I be elect, let him use the country entire budget. Okay? They use the country entire budget so that they birthday. That's what Liberian people want. We said it, they didn't listen. Look at that kind of play. Could such a man afford day yesterday? Okay, yeah. Somebody could say, but he president now. Yeah, but when someone became president and there's certain things you condemn it. But today, someone who could not afford, Joe was a multi-millionaire before Boakai even saw money. But when President Ware was buying houses, you had issue with it. When President Ware cabinet minister built house, you had issue with it. Today, mansions are built everywhere in our country without accountability, and no one says a word about it. Okay, so it's just a fair hypocrisy that we talk about in our democracy. All right, one I'm a UP, whatever UP does is good. Yesterday, private jet was issued. Today, private jet is an injurious thing to do. Multiple trip without any result. So that's just why it is. Okay? Why the true we frown at Boakai for using our state resources? But again, the question here is, did he make himself president? No. So for me, on the issue of the protest my brother spoke on, protest is part of democracy, brother. I know sometimes we speak this thing out of frustration because the way the people behave. But if these UP guys, if they are not formulated lies, concocted lies to run to DC and use their contact they had at the time, citizens who are left from power, some people couldn't have been sanctioned because there's nothing up what they not going to be sanctioned. But today they are sanctioned because they concocted lie, they went to DC and use their small contact they gathered a material lie. Why are we sleeping as a political party? We should be on the front line, bringing this government feet to the fire, creating all the necessary checkpoints.
Exactly.
But that's how politics is. So for me, a citizen protest today, I will endorse it and I'll be a part of it. So when it comes to Boakai or better issue, Liberian, we put ourselves in today. Let's just pray that nothing happened to Liberia until 2029. That's all I can say. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You know, on this issue of Boakai birthday, my people, I continue to say that we are not asking Mr. Boakai to do what he did not promise. All of the things that we are asking him for and requesting, these are things that he promised us. I want to welcome all of you. Yeah, Keita, thank you so much for joining us. For the pass away. Charles, thank you so much. Shiaka, you are highly welcome. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate you. Jules, thank you so much. General Gatti, you are highly welcome. We are not asking for things that are not in Boakai space to do for us. These are things that Mr. Boakai promised when he was in opposition. He made us to understand that the country cannot be going through hardship and then leaders celebrate birthday. That's what they said. They told us yesterday that the celebration of birthday, it was evil. Now, I am not questioning him because he said it yesterday. No. I am questioning him based on the situation that we are faced with right now. That's what we are saying. In my mind, I believe that we as a people, when we have the time, we should be able to celebrate. But our people get a parable they can say. You can look at the situation and the circumstances. You can look at the weight of the bone. You can look at the size of the bone. And you know very well that that bone will comfortably pass through wherever it will pass through before you can swallow. So our people just making sure they say the door trusts the back before it can swallow the bone. So Mr. Brecker knew very well that Liberia and Liberians are in a position and in a condition that they need everything right now. And yesterday, what he said, celebration of birthday was evil, blah, 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 and stuff like that. Even though our people, one way or the other, they could afford to eat. There were challenges. Yes, I'm not saying there were not. There were challenges. The level at which the country is right now, it wasn't like that yesterday when Brecker was in opposition. Now, these people are intentionally taking our people from jobs. They are making mothers to become homeless. As I speak to you, when you walk along the way, businesses that used to be flourishing yesterday, some of the businesses that used to see people at least, doing well. Now these businesses are closed. The last time we play a video here of the Douala market, where you hear people saying the market empty. People then who even used to say this time they're selling. They say now. Get people who can sell pepper and chicken soup. Take someone and lay 1,000 I go buy pepper can and put it on the table. They are not even selling. So think about those who maybe we have to go and get loan or we have to go to other areas. Businesses are closed. Shops are closed. As I speak to you in Liberia, you cannot have an economy like this where MCC just released a report and said that the job opportunity in Liberia or employment or whatever they will call it is 9%. When President we are left it at 100%, you bring it to 9%, then you want us to celebrate a birthday for you? You see how Brecker is evil? You see how this man is heartless? This man is a beast. Let's put it this way. That's the best description. Brecker is a beast because nobody in the midst of this kind of difficult situation, when our sisters are giving birth on the sidewalk, the last time we had redemption here, and not on the road, the girl gave birth because they say she didn't pay $30 to enter the place there. So they will refuse her. She will not enter redemption. And not on the sidewalk, she gave birth. The women had to go around her to pull lapper for her to give birth right on the road. And the last time we had to JFK, that the place, the dialysis center that President we are left there. And they say the machine spot, as we speak to you, they not face you. But you get this old beast celebrating his birthday. As I speak to you, the DNA machine that is supposed to do tests on, according to the government. Since J. Brian McGee raped that lady, that 14 years old girl, Deputy Minister for how you call youth and sport, rape a 14 years old. They say, oh, the machine what was supposed to use to do the test, the machine, a breakdown, oh, the machine not correct, the machine spoil. As I speak to you now, JFK is without even a dialysis machine. The videos are here, we can play it. But you get Brecker using almost $200,000 to celebrate a birthday. Is this not wickedness? When this old man is on record to tell us that Liberia will not be the same, things will change, the lives of our people will improve. But you get this old man still celebrating a birthday. Joseph Numa Brecker is a disgrace to people of his age and of his peers. Let's even agree that this man wants to celebrate his birthday. Amen, for God in heaven's sake. You couldn't take it and organize it where you will be able to allow the children to form part of it, where you will be able to allow Liberians, even if that sooner or later you will put together, say, okay, well, you know what we'll do? We'll be able to, for my birthday commemoration or to celebrate my birthday, we'll do this. We'll go to the hospital, we'll dedicate the hospital, we'll do the other one, we'll do the other one that will impact the people's life. But look at this old man. A man that can't even walk good is celebrating a natal day. Why? in Liberia. The hospitals are without drugs. Talk less of even the staff because they ain't even there. Because the staff will be there before the drugs even come. Look at what is happening. Today, as I speak to you, I was just in the chat room. Do you know that almost all of the private schools in Liberia, they are facing serious problems? They cannot even meet with the salary demands of the teachers. There is a serious drop in the number of students that's supposed to be in the classrooms. Serious drop. I mean, schools that people yesterday they will want go to, they will cry to go to. The Catholic school, for example, let me not go no. The Catholic school. Do you know that significantly they have the students number have dropped the population? I mean, Catholic school that yesterday people even when they are in second marking period, people still want go there. They used to have a limit, say 45% in class or maybe 35%. You can once they reach 35, people can go there. As I speak to you now, there are private schools, there are Catholic schools that are still taking students because they even reach the threshold. They even reach the threshold. My people, Joseph Numa Boakai is not only a disaster but a disgrace. And that's the reason why, for me, I will want to support the idea of Choko. That there is a need for Liberians to stand up. It is not a crime for us to speak against the government, for us to protest. It is not a crime. These are things that we need to do because you cannot have a system that have been hijacked by a few group of people. The people enjoy. The people say Liberians are enjoying. I don't want you to believe it. Let me play this as we move on to our next topic. Listening to Boakai telling a minister that oh Liberia, the people enjoying now, everything fine now. Boakai is saying it in the midst of suffering, difficulty. Boakai say everything fine. Don't believe what I am saying. Let me play you the video for you to hear it for yourself. Let me play the video so you can hear it.
It's good to
Yeah, Boakai.
people who are familiar with the program. You know, they themselves, they used to play with their own monies, and this time around, things are working very well. People are happy, going to the Hajj, and we just want to thank all of you for your cooperation and the extra work you're doing to make things happen for the country. For now, those are my remarks. The other day we went to the HIV/AIDS program. You know,
I'm sorry.
things are working very well. People are happy, going to the Hajj,
Yeah.
and we
Now
just
just
want to
animal
thank
Boakai
all
talking.
of
People are
you
happy.
for
People are enjoying.
your cooperation and the extra work you're doing to make things happen for the country. People are happy, going to the Hajj, and we just want to thank all of you for your cooperation
Now,
and the extra.
this is Boakai. This is what Boakai is saying. Telling his minister that people are not happy. Everything fine. Everything is going okay in Liberia now. You know, the people are enjoying. Now money floating all around the place. This is not me. This is Joseph Numa Boakai speaking. But let's go on the line. We have our brother with us, Louis there. My brother Louis, welcome and thank you for joining us. How are you, sir?
I'm doing good, and it's good to be on the platform. This love to money, even from Liberia. It's good to be on the platform.
Sure. We are grateful that we have you. I know you know things. You've been very busy behind the scene, but again, we are grateful to have you. Yes, let's hear your take on this issue of Mr. Boyka's birthday celebration in the midst of difficulties, in the midst of security issue where students cannot even go to school again. Our students are crying, where the schools are empty, hospitals are without doctors or nurses, and etc. While you have police officers, fighting each other, just causing issue around the place to the extent of even stealing, but you have Boyka celebrating birthday. Let's hear from you, sir.
But served 12 years as vice president of this country. I still be corrected. He has not once celebrated his birthday. If he did it properly. He little country. For 12 years as vice president, I can't recall that the young man celebrate his birthday or any occasion. But it's so unfortunate that we told Liberians that this man will not do better for us, and they wanted to put voting as president. The country is being dragged in the mud on a daily basis. Our president do not care because he achieved his goal of becoming president. He don't care. Whether Liberian like it, they don't like it. President Boakai has achieved a goal as president. So we will come for another judgment day. Nothing changed. Nothing will happen. Nothing will happen. Our nurses, our doctor, can you imagine? Now they say, Prince, Mandela was sick a few months ago. I think sometime last month or so. So I took her to the hospital, a radiation hospital. The nurses gave me a paper to do a test on the child. I should go to the lab. It was interesting to know 90% of the tests that they asked me to do, radiation hospital was not offering these tests.
Wow.
Semi-outside to a nearby or hospital outside radiation. I went there, the person told me they don't have that test there. Even the clinic they had, after the doctor told my daughter to the lab, took her finger, took her urine, do this, after 3 hours, just to inform me that they don't have the test at radiation hospital. So I have a wasted day at the hospital. Our president chose to celebrate his birthday, but no machine, no equipment at the real hospital to run a test for kids. I will take my daughter to a private hospital. We are just today. Look at the proposed budget. 1 billion. 79%, 80% will go to their own salary. Nothing there for ordinary people. Nothing there for ordinary people. Our president chose to celebrate birthday. We saw the terrorist people carrying 2 cows. So if the terrorist people are giving 2 cows to a president, what difference it makes?
But Louis, one would say, Louis, that this birthday celebration is something that every leader have done. This is not strange. Why make noise about it? What say you about that?
Because what's the thing? The same person we are celebrating birthday. Before we are king of power, he best celebrate. Before he king of power, he best celebrate. But not at the detriment of the ordinary people. Not so. Not so. We didn't see lawmaker carrying cow the person we have birthday celebration. No. We didn't see that. The ordinary people are still celebrating the person we have birthday. So look at today. The brain struggling. Pretty soon, in the last 2 weeks from now, we're coming to a program called Librarian Talk. We'll be from street to street, corner to corner, ghetto to ghetto, so the librarian will speak. So people hear Librarian talking.
Wow.
It's difficult. With all these circumstances, our president to celebrate birthday. You see, when Morocco, wait from Morocco, you know what? They say, for the world, when they brought development back to the country. Librarian is at a crossroad. You can compare the 2 years of President Boakai regime to that of President George Weah. 2 years. In 2 years there, we are breaking grounds. The people are going up. The fundamental hospital. The Ologidan Branch Road. The Carlton Documentary Road. That President George Weah 2 years first. I'm talking about. The care is not taking. The care is not taking. I'm saying today, the care is not taking. The country will collapse very soon. The budget, the people about to pass, they have increased 2% on taxes on coming to the market. We're always struggling. commodity price by 2%, tax by 2%. What happened to ordinary people? What happened to ordinary people? So increasing bottom, if you increase 2%, if you add the poll tax by 2%, increase it. People will definitely increase the price of commodity in the market.
Sure.
They will you can see the $11 right now. $11 scales on the market. You can see it. The people are struggling. Go have a school fees. If you start public primary school this year, go have a school fees. Have a school fees. For paying up to 800 years for school fee. Go to those churches who say they are just school. Go to the school for the Boakai for the CWA. Go there today. Paying 700 US. You don't pay 800 US.
Wow.
Go to ordinary school. People not in school. I'm telling you, I'm serious about it. I went to see the other day. Somebody called me to help the child enroll at the school. I went there. The child needs long grade, 800 US for 4 years. You know how many times my brother is talking about that so? How many times my brother is talking about that so? Go to all the people that have been out of school. I think 2 weeks from now, we'll bring it live on the stream of people to see how many children out of school every day. We'll talk to in the street.
Thank you.
My brother, a child sending boy egg. Begging him to buy the egg. Wow. If I don't buy the egg, you should go home, or mother will be her, and you don't going to eat. She will live in New Jersey. I saw get water side, get live in New Jersey, walking selling boy egg.
Thank you there, my brother. Thank you there. Let's hold you there while you are on the line with us, fellow Liberian. We have our brother here, Louis there. You know, he has been with us here forever, a panelist, you know, on the show, and we are glad to have him. But he's online with us. Thank you so much, my brother. I want to start this with our brother Chokon. My brother Chokon, the Unity Party, according to them, they are launching, according to them, their party headquarters, whatever, doing fundraising rally. In Bone County, according to them, they collected some good $1 million in US from Bone County. They went to Nimba. According to them, they said that what they got from Bone County. They went to Nimba County. And in Nimba County, the people of Nimba refused to turn out, to the extent that the major auxiliary of even the Unity Party, they said, no, we are not fools. You come back to take money from us when you promise us good lives, when you promise us good roles, you promise us job, and etc., etc. When you promise us that you are going to come and Aslam Meta was going to do what they were supposed to do or what they did not do. You coming back to can't take money from us to tell you, say, we take money and give it to you. The people did not turn up. The program was very poor. What is happening? In Bone County, according to the government, the people collected, I think, about $2 million United States dollars or so, something like that. My brother Chokon, let's hear from you. What is happening, especially with this particular Nimba, that people are now refusing and rejecting this particular rescue mission? Let's hear from you, sir.
So, Mr. Sherry, I want to say thank you. I hope I'm clear.
Very loud and clear.
Yeah. So, I want to say thank you. You know, every time I speak, most people take it to be probably inciting war or whatever. For me, I speak my mind. And that's why I speak the way I speak. I'm passionate about everything I do or say. That one thing these guys have not realized. Probably they know it or they choose to know it, and which you can't stop them from doing. The guys from the Unity Party refuse to detach themselves from that campaign or political move to governance move. And they are getting it wrong. It's one thing to defend what is not real, if I may say, to defend government, to lie in government. Let me put it that way.
So law in government is extremely difficult. Because Sheriff, if somebody can maybe around Douala and say all the marketeers in Douala market, they say government get 5,000, they want it. The government will not be the one to announce that news. The people of Douala market will be the one calling their family member and say, you don't eat yet. They get 5,000. The safety themselves will be the you don't need PR for that. But guess what? When the government lie about that information and say they're not true, the citizen order they will be the one the first group of people start raising that alarm, saying that your criminal thing I'm not bringing here. And that is the stage you people have found themselves in. They put they told 2 million from poor country. And you know, I know what I see. They could have even here now. And let me tell you this. That 2 million plus US they talk about raising for poor country is a lie. But you know what they did? They crap they crap the pictures or the number of people that turn out in Bonkande to that program, make it to appear that the entire Bonkande came also for their program. But if you say you were able to raise 2 million in Bonkande, you should be telling all now that you raised 1 billion in Nima. Because Nima is where the bad president coming from. Nima was a deciding factor for party becoming to the presidency. But guess what? That other propaganda was extremely difficult to bring. To say, oh, Nima raised maybe 10 million. I carry the other propaganda and say, Nima raised 10 million. Which the Nimayan, because the guys know that Nima are already coming out of that bondage. The Nimayan are speaking out now. So to have even come out to say, oh, Nima raised 10 million, of course people are going to come out and the guys have managed to take over the entire Bonkande.
Success.
Hello?
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Go ahead. We're hearing
Go
you.
ahead.
Right? So the atmosphere, the political atmosphere in Bonkande is not the same as Nima. Right? They manage their way because if you go Bonkande now to have an independent media institution in Bonkande, the guys are doing everything to fight the media institution that will bring all the facts. Right? So they manage their way. They came out with that fake report that Nima, I am the Bonkande raised 2 million. But can that work in Nima? No. So guess what? The reality hit them in their faces. So then what happened? I see that saw the newspaper. Look, Unity Party not just lose Nima, Unity Party are lost everywhere. Hey, let me close on this note. Mr. Jakes, let me tell you this. Government don't lose power during election. That one thing I must say to people in the opposition, not just CDC, but people in the opposition. People who believe that they are waiting for 2029 and 2029 and time they will roll all their sleeves. They will train, their muscles will be fit enough to fight. You will be sadly mistaken. Every time a government faces resistance from its citizens, there's a possibility that they lose thousands of people. And that is the reason why wherever since the protest is announced, you will always find the government doing everything to destroy people from going to the protest. Because there's a likelihood that every time you find thousands of people coming out in protest, of course, that confidence that the international community or the local have for the government, they lose that confidence. And that's why we who find ourselves, like me now serving as the president of the Monosa place, that is one of the major sectors in this country. I'm asking Liberians, do not say, oh, because Boakai, even though he could not manage their own life, but he managed to cajole Liberia and make them to turn their lives over to him. So then what's happening? So should we say we must wait? So Boakai can just damage the whole country And then when we wait for 2029 will come and then we go now, we say wait for it. No, it don't work that way. Government loses power before the election. And that's why we are asking Liberians who are saying they're waiting for 2029. No, 2029 is not a check, like a card that is written that you will only get to the bank and go cash it. Oh no! 2029 start now. And that's why we are asking Liberians. You have a better opportunity to make the government to have a 360 thing around to either lead or leave. December 17th is a perfect opportunity that Liberians will come up. Look at the nonsense that President said that Liberians are enjoying. What kind of so to tell you that like Jake said, the papa is evil. It's wicked. To say Liberians enjoying, so you Liberians that are waiting for 2029 is not promised. December 17th is a perfect opportunity.
All right. We want to say
Hey,
thanks to our brother. Yeah,
do you know
thanks to our
how many
brother.
of our children are not in school? It is
Thank
sad.
you.
And so I'm asking Liberians that use the December 17th to ride up to the occasion and redeem our country. And start
Thank
saying
you.
that way for 2029. No, 2029 is not promised.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much, my brother. Let's take our brother who is on the line with us on the WhatsApp because uh, my brother Louis, the Unity Party, after being in power for 12 years, could not even afford to maintain their own rented party headquarters. Today, we are hearing that the Unity Party will be purchasing, a new party headquarters. And they had a program in Bond County where, according to them, they collected 2 million United States dollar plus. 2 million United States dollar plus. Nimba County, the people of Nimba said, we are not stupid here. You will not use our name to make yourself look fine. Don't bring that nonsense here. And the people refused to turn up. In Nimba, that was the heartbeat of Joseph Newman Boakai, that they were all boasting around. The Nimba that the vice president is from. The man who say he want to be president, the man who say he will be president. He look at himself now as the next president when he walking. The people of Nimba have refused to buy into the stupidity of the Unity Party and decided that we will not even turn up before talking about paying $5. My brother Louis, let's hear from you on this Unity Party headquarter thing and raising money here, there, Yana, and the rest of it, according to them. What is your own take on this?
Prince, it is laughable. The group of people that couldn't pay rent that were thrown out of their own headquarters to not renting. In the last 2 years, or in 2 years' time, go back to the same place that they put you under. The same man put you on the horse because he get rented, he took your tip outside. He told you to go and put your tip outside. He come to the same man so that I get money in our pay rent. It's a shame, a disgraceful act. Prince, you can't put me on your horse. You can't pay rent to you. The other 2 3 I come and say, oh, the people I come and want buy the horse. I get shame. So if they were able to raise 2 million in Boakai as a claim, why they couldn't raise even $1,000 to pay rentage in opposition? Well, the canary they are using to raise some money. That's why we know the budget want to 2 million, 2 billion, 1 billion, sorry, because of them. You can't fool somebody 2 times. The people are aware. So the very party according to one time they were two answer, they see very place they come to buy. I'm told per information are reaching us that they already pay $1 million to watch a place already. So they're going back to come down. So the same place, in fact, the same place probably on the 6th of December. The same place. Now, Nima can't turn about because the vice president has divided Nima County. Do you know that Senator Samuel Koga was not invited to the occasion? Koga is from the MRU. He was not invited. So Nima County is divided already. They put over a draw. You in power. They say ask the other people to give 5 or 10. What you expect them to take it from? Take your time, go read on the poverty in the war about Liberia. Civil person in Liberia live in poverty. Don't take my word for granted. Go to the World Bank report. World Bank say we got 3.5 million people in Liberia living in poverty. All the 3.5 million, what the World Bank said, we got 1.5 million living in actual poverty. That means every year for 1 meal a day. While all 1 million people live in poverty, that one I think can try. They come back to the same people. They asking them for money to be a party headquarters. That even against the code of conduct. Against the code of conduct. But we know President Boakai is noted of preaching our laws. He don't regard our laws. So we know that for that. So we don't care. We used to that already. Do you know how many children, how many schools posted on breaks? Somebody on the floor in local county. But they're raising money to pay party headquarters. So when party headquarters put food on the table of the Liberian people, see the bottom of the country. It doesn't go 1 month, see the bottom in one side. Somebody is in Jackie. They refer to the bottom of the broad. I want to remember who are there. It's very shame and disgraceful act. Joseph, they are paying people to go tell down their numbers. You don't want to account it's a habit of politics, so people tell now. We agree. They should add financial whatever financial 2005. But all the crime people 2029 is right here. 2029 is right here. Certain people. Same people who said it was wrong to use the government vehicles to run campaign. The people, they enter programs to the party quarter, they're using government vehicles. You see government vehicles being used. So we know the post strategy they're using to raise this money. You spend 12 years in power. You couldn't buy even half luck. 12 years. You went 6 years in opposition. You couldn't buy even a half luck. You're going to come back to steal the country resources. People go back by their or when you build by their corridor.
Thank you.
Every year, 12 years. People spend power 12 years. You couldn't even buy one half luck. You couldn't buy in 12 years time. It's all because they saw the CDC breaking ground. Because they saw the city breaking ground for the corridor to be built. So it was not shameful if they don't do the same. People are
Thank you.
copycat.
Thank
It
you.
was not shameful if they don't do the same.
Thank you so much, my brother. Let's hold you there. Let's go to Pastor Success A.B. Dennis. Pastor Dennis, the Unity Party is telling us that they were able to gather 2 million in Bond County. A Bond County that can face their own bridge. The last time the people were crying, oh, we want bridge. Oh. Musa Hassan Belete got to go there. The government were playing politics. Where the schools are in deplorable condition. Children even get cheered to sit down in school. But the government want us to believe that Bond County they took 2 million from. Where lawmakers in Bond County cannot even buy chalk for school to say, let's carry chalk there. People using dry cassava. Teachers are using dry cassava to write on blackboard. The government said they collected 2 million from the people of Bond County. They went to Nimba, but Nimba said we're not stupid here. Let's hear from you, Pastor Success.
Prince, we know these people. Might be a surprise. It might be a surprise and a shock to other Liberians who have not learned or who don't know the history of Unity Party. Lying is never an issue for them. Unity Party can concoct lies at any time and make it fit within the perimeter they want it fit in. Not them. All right. You go to Boakai, yeah, Boakai. Look, in the very first place, look at the economy of Boakai. They raise 2 million. Are you speaking to people who figure hell? Or you think we ate our own school fee? Or are you telling all that the money you stole, that your share, more your law maker, or your common fee, go give? We can discuss that. But within Bon County, it's just citizens of Bon County, it's the economy of Bon County. And you want to raise 2 million. You don't dwell on Bon County. So please, it's just embarrassing for all to continue saying that before we were in government. And because we felt that we did a lot of good work in our country, in our mind, Liberia will overwhelmingly vote us and Liberia themselves will protect our vote. We sat down over there and allowed these people to steal the election. The truth is what God they going to in Nima. The number of votes that came from Nima County runs, the run up was above the number of voter registered voters around our in Nima County. We know what they did with that election. To the point that NEC herself consented that there was some irregularity within the electoral process in Nima County, even when they do re-run or recount and what have you. Coupled with the treatment you give the godfather of that country, the political godfather of that country that led to his death, or that the simple he went back to go get money from. Okay? So the people are not stupid, Prince. Nibadians are not foolish people. Today, tomorrow, you know, if they appear in Nima County, they will get the same result. And they will get terrible and dangerous what they got is going on. I know yesterday or 2 days ago. All right? So the Liberians are coming to realize that some of them that were on the street and seeking you or you hammer number vote. I mean, my hammer number vote and XYZ and these nurses and what have you. They are feeling the pain of this government because Union Party is pumping money into her gathering because she is in government. See people gathering. The other day, people to the airport. And when General want to go ask the person who will get our money, what kind of money? You go Western president and go get money, what kind of money they want to go get? Because these are things they told the people. And there's a thing they will do again. Look, you never do everything. I'm going to say December or whatever to get people outside because they are in government, they will give them money and the people will come outside. But I can assure you, there are Liberian people coming from Liberia every day. Mine and our side, the same side that I'm assigned on. The doctor who was sitting together, he said, Daddy, you used to threaten me, go for butter, you will not pay my school fee. That kind of thing we're going through now. Then the father said, but I tell you, go okay with it. He said, but my pa, you were threatening me, you wanted me to do something. He said, yeah, I can be offended, I don't go to school. Or that they tell me election, they don't send school. I can't vote Boakai. I was saying that you are embarrassed because you know I was in vision.
Wow.
So we are saying this in a separate. Liberians have realized the only people you are seeing defending the people and do that, and the sorrow death of those who are enjoying the government. Or the men they consider their own men, they consider who are the IT expert, you are the cyber intelligence expert through the election. He played a war room, made it a win election. Are they coming up on the same page today because of the bad governance? I told somebody the other time, you know, pray, I will end on this. When we were in government, when we had by-election and midterms election. Do you know how many of United partisans went to court challenging election result? I mean, to them because they lost, so it made election unfair. Until they win, then it becomes fair. These are the people that are in power, and we sit here and think that 2029 is a rise to the down. No. These signs that are coming from Nimotante, we as opposition need to capitalize on them, make a maximum use on them, because these things will happen 2029. And these guys, they want to rig up the election like they did in 2023. All right? But thank God we have learned our lesson.
Thank you.
If we have to keep the peace of that country, it's a killing upon everybody, including you, the sun. We told the other day, that for peace have come and gone. The right thing need to be done.
Thank you.
Right? So what they got in Nima is just a sign that this place is not a place that you can come and play joke in a long term. The vote of Nima now is being divided on the independent mind level. It's no longer driven by one person because he's a political leader. They respect it as a godfather, and when he speaks, the family do. Now people are making independent decisions, and that is why you saw MMD out to that problem. That was even the vice president. If you are listening carefully, he will be a part of the program. There was a reason he did that. Few people on the program, he wanted to ask him, to for Joseph Memorial, because the day he went there was Zab 1 year sent the woman, or departed. So he wanted to pay that tribute. Right? So he just borrowed the poor occasion and he went there. But he was never a guest on that occasion. They're trying now to escape the reality. But pray again, that's why it is.
Thank you so much. Let's hear from our brother Jake. My brother Jake, it's over to you.
Yeah. Let me tell you something.
I'll be leaving you for now. When I reach, I'll come out.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Let me tell you something, and to the followers here. I always say your respect and your share this video. Prince, the United Party, they will bail out party headquarters. They get the budget in their hand. We shouldn't be naive. They project the budget to $1.2 billion. While the first year, they never even reached 600, they reached over $600 million because they wanted to take competition with CDC. Because CDC had 800 million, they projected to $1.2 billion. Now, when the question I always ask, where they taking the money from? How do we get the money? So, building that party headquarters, the whole budget is in Gafon here. Let me tell you something about the Nima County thing that you're talking here. I will say once again, I'm a whistleblower. Why Koga never went to that? Why Koga never went to that something? Koga is a godfather. Let me tell you something. I told people here, you're going to take the facts. Koga, 2 audio circulating in Liberia. 3 audio. They never released into no media. George Weah get one. Samuel Koga get one. And the NSA boss get one audio. Samuel Koga know definitely down here had that the election was stolen in Nima County. You didn't know? He know that the election was stolen. He get audio preaching, getting something. And Joey I get an audio from preachers. Let me tell you something here. To the follower. Nima is a stronghold of CDC. Let me tell you, the writing is on the wall. Now, just because of confusion, there was just, I would say, I would not be afraid to call people Nima because they're not in power again. The Samuel to it. I care. The Samuel to the hierarchy of the CDC. They caused Nima County. They caused Nima County. They caused the election to George Weah. I don't care what they will say. That the reality, George Weah always on the side of CDC. MDRO, all of they get relationship. Even the Liberty Party today get relationship with CDC. So they blew out our whole something today. I had to sweat. They saw hold of CDC Nima County. MDRO in our pocket. Samuel Koka can never go to the United Party. Let me remind you, you're quick to forget. You know the long. Let me take people back. The Lofa Defense Force. You know, you saw the beef between Lofa Defense Force and the land of the Prince Joseph Nima County. There will be no way that Nibane will support Lofa County. They have beef long time ago. It's a beef. When Joseph Boakai then had the Lofa Defense Force, all that places, then they're going to forget followers. There's no way, because of certain thing that happened, the high stream doesn't win. Because Prince Johnny thought that Jeremiah Kun, when anything happened to the president, Jeremiah Kun will become president. Because certain money you wonder from CDC, they couldn't give him that money because they lied to the president. They said all the development you did in Nima County, enough for you to win Nima County. Not knowing that people believe in tradition. And Prince Johnny was the long godfather of that country. And CDC blow it out of the reality. You want to accept it? I will tell you the 5 years. At the 5 years. Today, even joy we are arriving in that country and decide to make just 3-day country tour. Only Nima County. We cannot even to pay people. You will see the amount of tenor. You will never believe it. And reality, I'm telling you here, it's a magnet in Nima County. The Nima people love George Weah. They saw development. That's the reality. And just because of propaganda and gibberish, the people lie. But they saw development. He had good relationship with Prince Johnson. That's because of what happened. So the country, what happening? When they raised 1.2 million, even the lie, they will build a party headquarters because why? The budget's in their hand. The budget's in their hand. They control the narrative. They control the finance of the country. They control the security forces. So everything within the United. So when they can lie to the Liberian people, they generate. Everybody know they can never generate 1 point. What they will generate $2 million out of from? How can Boakai generate $2 million? They just play on the Liberian people because that the money they will use because the CDC building party headquarters. True contribution. Like in case when they lost power tomorrow. They will say, oh, people contributed to our party. That's the game they play. But nobody, people with real sense, they know the unit Boakai can never deliver $2 million. They will build a party. So I don't get problem with building a party. So listen, Prince, it's obvious. $10 million. The president paying for you. And nobody can account for the $10 million mansion. Nobody, even those in the legislature. You think why they move? You think why they move the speaker? You think why they bring the capital building? That everything will happen on that will. What they want, it will happen, and nobody dare to question them. But question you before I pass the torch over. Chokon, I say against protest. No, I'm not against protest. No. It's our constitutional ban. But if you want for the president to initiate or because he's the head of CDC, let me break it down for you. What's the economic freedom factor? Our economists in the toilet. Where Gongwe they now? They get economic freedom factor. Where the soup? Where all these groups that were protesting? Choko, you know and I know. Georgia had the highest protest ever in our history since 1847. Nobody had protest in that country than George, than the administration of George. They protest. Anybody like lay down and down our protest. Anybody do they want to protest? I'm not against protest. Well, my question I'm asking, with all the mess rule, Molu now coming up with protest. Who they coming up with protest? What the civil society? Why the women are in blacks? The raping children all in the country. What? So you know why I know my country that stupid country? Let me remind you. I want to say that, but wait. You can protest, no problem. Listen, they took out a Hajjaj from the Fula woman. Or Hajjaj. You saw that altercation with police and the Fula girl. See how Fula people came on the street in the numbers. No matter how you say it. But the raping children in the country, you see any women in the country coming outside that they play the government should be scared. All women in the country to march. But why? Why they're not marching? So I say against protest, no. But the president will not initiate protest. Let me tell you something today. Why the president will not initiate protest? The president, he's just appointed at FIFA. Let me tell you something. John, we're not supposed to be your president. Let me tell you something today. FIFA gets $6 billion budget. $6 billion. The whole FIFA Football Federation. That budget, the whole thing has $6 billion. Anybody will Google me. John is the chairman on racism and discrimination. He got office in in Morocco, you get offered in Joburg got over $200 million, over $200 million budget to control. He not forced to be president of the Republic of Liberia. Let me tell you something today. Those who are working with CDC that enjoy the labor of jobs we are, they need to put the government on feet to fire. Where are the ministers, Chokon? Where are these ministers? Those,
Thank
just
you.
1 minute, just 1 minute, please. Chokon, where are these ministers today, the ex-minister there? Look at all these guys are working on a unity party today. They all of them have platform. All of them have platform. They reloaded today. All these guys, the Jeremiah, they were all in the corridor, all in America, bombarding the CDC government. Where are the ministers? The only man we see on platform now that open platform just recently, like Akaro's great. Where the rest of the other ministers? So you think they can wait for Ra because the Joshua can sacrifice himself for them? No. Joshua get $200 million budget. He fun playing football. When he bought to that game, he will let it go. That reality. This country need to stand up. They need to stand up for themselves. But Joshua will never initiate protest.
Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you so very kindly. Again, fellow Liberians, we just want to welcome each and every one of you. We want to say you are welcome again. Samuel Kwekwe, you are welcome. Julie, I sent you the link. You have the link, Julie. I sent you the link in your messenger. I want to welcome my own brother Frank Ogonganu Moluba. Teddy, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate all of you that have joined us. Amos J. Vincent, thank you so much. We appreciate your presence. Towe Johnson, thank you so much. Talo, we appreciate your presence. Amos, Roosevelt, I mean, all of you who are joining us. And Yone Daves, thank you so much. I mean, all of you, we want to appreciate your presence. Let me say this with this issue of Unity Party collecting money, blah, blah, blah. The Unity Party will do what they want to do with their power here, my people. Let's be fair and be frank. Until we Liberians begin to support like the initiative of STEM and other initiatives.
Thank you.
Unity Party not afraid to unalive anybody. They are not afraid to commit crime. They are not afraid to steal. Let's not playing fun here. They are not afraid to steal. If the Unity Party in the broad daylight, if Joseph Newman Boakai can take 8 million of the Liberian people money to say he's paying for his debt, the debt where he took the time he was living on loan, he's on record to take $8 million and pay for his personal loan. That what Joseph Newman Boakai can do. No. What they can do? If Joseph Newman Boakai is brave enough to look at the Supreme Court, after the Supreme Court told him that, oh, my man, that thing where you doing in that Korea, stop that thing here where you doing. The people then who are here for tenure position, let them be there. Joseph Newman Boakai say, you move from here. And he did his own thing. If Joseph Newman Boakai can look at Councillor Gloria Musu's card, who was in prison because she came, how you call, Shalom Musu, and free the woman. What did Joseph Newman Boakai? What did the Unity Party can do? No, what the Unity Party can do? If the Unity Party under Joseph Newman Boakai, the recent GSC report, go to the GSC report where I say almost $100 million. Gafon can account for 80. Gafon, where you get the money to his hand and get paper. Where that money and I know where it go. $100 million. And Gafon is still there. Gafon is still the finance minister of the Republic of Liberia. Even though $100 million got missing from the budget, from the GAC report, they could not show any paper, they could not show any trace where that money went, who they gave that money to, how the money went. They could not show it. But Gafon is still the finance minister. When you have your lawmakers who are basically dependent on the pockets of the executive, they scare people who you elected. They cannot look at the executive and say, no, this cannot be. There is no check and balance. Joseph Newman Boakai has reduced the country to basically his house. Anything he want, it happen. Anything he say, it happen.
Yeah, it's true.
There's spamless people, the very majority of them in the house. Look, let me tell you, whether we take it, we leave it, or we put it this way, my people, the people who are supposed to back our actions are our lawmakers, my people. That's why the people say we get 3 branches. One of the most powerful branch of the Liberian government is that place there where you see they get a representative and a senator, that the most powerful branch down there.
And the first branch,
People
yeah,
can make that president to be, how you call, uncomfortable in a
portable.
minute or in a second.
Yes,
They can
yes.
do it. They are able to do it. But they are not doing it. Look, my people, it's hard, but that's the truth. That's the truth. Where we are as a people, as a nation, where we are, it is terrible.
Oh, sushi.
It is very, very terrible.
We got food to
As I
eat.
speak to you right now, my people, Liberia is in a state where we are on our own and we must stand for ourselves. And that is the reason why, look, Liberians support the stand protest. Because this leader, they were not, no, let me be fair and be frank with you. Most of these people, them are people they scare. They will not talk for you. They will not talk for you. Some of them, you see, I hear my brother just say, but what the minister then? What the other one? The one then where we get, where president we are employed, they are all afraid. Most of them will not talk friend. They will not,
Kada baby.
because sometimes, look, understand the situation that the people are faced with. Joseph Newman Boakai is not a tolerant person. President Weah, there is a video of a minister who said, I did not support President Weah. I never supported him, but he employed me. I was working there for 6 years. I didn't support any of his agenda. Because this government is not tolerant, my brother. They're not tolerant. So now we sit down, look, let be him or two. Let's put ourselves in that position. These people that you see, these lawmakers that you see, they right in Joseph Newman Boyka pocket. When they do nonsense, Joseph Newman Boyka will step on them. They are afraid. So these former ministers, they will not talk. And that's why we need to talk. Because this is our party. I always tell people, look, this party is not for anybody who serve a former minister. You think why we have the energy to be here, that we are here? Because we know this is our party. I don't need job for anybody. I am qualified and competent to get job. But I don't need job for anybody in order for me to talk for my party. I am an institutionalist. I'm a seditious. I'm not anybody personal friend. I'm not anybody personal. I'm not a friend of this or friend of that. No, when you're my friend, we can disagree. I am a sedition. There's the reason why you and I, we should stand up for our party. Don't depend on these people that call themselves minister. Some of them are seriously compromised. They're scary. Joseph Newman Boyka is not somebody that tolerant. Joseph Newman Boyka can go to their house and send people to go burn their house. Send people to go run behind them. So they're scared. The man who takes small money and power, my brother, that man scared of death more than the man who never take nothing. The people who can be afraid when you see in a real guerrilla war or in a war, let's say in a terrain, are the one who get rank because they know that rank come with privilege, it come with plenty things. So when they want to go to certain area, they scared, they thinking, what will when anything happen to me, I will lose the rank, I will lose my family. But the man when I even get rank, the private man, the man who are private, I mean Bob private, that man can be fighting because he won't get rank, because he want to be recognized. All of these people that you see, former minister, they will not talk fine. Most of them will not talk. They scare. Like you said, look at what happened in the Unity Party when we were in government. These people battle all 24. All of them became social media fanatics. All of them.
Mhm.
We have a platform here with almost 100,000 followers. And people can make use of it. They can make use of it. No, they're scared. They will not come. Because they think that when they come, Prince Sherry will take their job. Or they think that when they come, they will make Prince Sherry popular. Are here for popularity contest that they want here for? That's what we here for. So we provide the platform to our people. Most of them scared, my brother. They will not come. Because they know what Joseph Newman Boyka will do to them. It's a disgrace. Unity Party get money. But you see what is happening in Nimba. That is just a tip of the iceberg. The Unity Party will see. It already start. It has started. And I can assure you that my people, this thing that we are looking at, the Unity Party have lost its relevance. We want to welcome our sister Julie. My sister Julie, just unmute yourself again. Welcome, Mama. How are you?
Yeah, long time. Anyway, tell God, thank you. Finally, I join you guys. And to my brother, what in the yellow, what his name?
Welcome.
Choka, I've been listening to you all along. Thank you for the great job. My boss snake, the
Where's up, man?
Yeah, all the time I watch you guys. I want to
Yeah,
say thanks so
yeah.
much, Brother Prince. Thanks so much. Thank you for coming back on your base. I'm not Sidisha, just supporter of the president. They may myself who fight the war, don't see whatever. But finally tell God, thank you, he's defending his brother now. Anyway, I'm following the conversation about what's taking place in our country. So we all as a people, as a citizen, we just need to continue raising our voice or highlighting the wrong that they are doing. Even the budget I saw yesterday, Bomi County. Just imagine the president went to Bomi County. I don't know whether you saw that view in the place where they carry the rice for the disabled people. Those people were sitting down. You can see in their faces they were not happy. Yes, sorry, we hear girls thinking we visit up. So you're hearing the voice in the background. You go in the room. So you could see on the faces of the citizens, they were unhappy.
Hmm.
And then I don't know whether you saw that video. What her name? She is a who minister. He and tapped his shoulder and he just got up and started walking like to say those people were not important. That's what the president did. I felt so sad. I said, how can a president, the people are talking to him, they're sitting down looking at him like this. And then somebody tapped his shoulder. Well, I think the one I can be with him was I'm not pull up for fun at the other lady. Can you hear
Mama
me?
got ability.
Mama Kability?
I heard one time the show was in the gun yesterday.
I see the video.
We
It
see
was
that
I
one.
ugly.
saw you say Labre acting rude. I only thing I hear. He say Labre not rude people.
No, that other one was disgraceful though. He
Mm.
went bombing country, the poor tried to welcome
Bon
him,
country, bon
and they
country.
were bombing hill to smoke
Oh,
on the
Bumi,
area.
okay. Ah, okay.
So when he went there, the people, I think the place they had is able to carry food, rice, and things were lined up. You see that video were live.
Mm.
Yeah, just
So
go
this
ahead. Go
woman,
for it.
yeah, she came and tapped his shoulder while you can see in the people's faces they were not happy, Prince. It was so sad yesterday. Since I was born in my life, I have never saw a president where you standing and people are welcoming and looking, paying attention for your how you can call it say your employee that point by your way and pleasure to come on your back to tap your shoulder and tap your shoulder for getting to know say it's a president. And then you hold her hand and just jump up and started walking along with her. Like to say you were not talking to those people were not important. It was so sad. I felt so bad yesterday. But anyway, I just want to tell we the Liberian people we have to stay courage. We ourselves put ourselves to where we is. I know the blame will continue. We say Samuel 12, we say this, we say that. But the Liberian people, they themselves, they saw all have been going on true in our country. But because of our stomach, we always make mistakes and take the wrong person. When a good one comes for us, our expectation is so hard, we can't pay attention to the good one. We can't bear patience. Today, yeah, are we? Unity Party yesterday. They were throwing out of their own place. Unity Party never had money. Our our president now, former twin, he was former vice president. He also opened his mouth and said he was living on loan. So you came into power. Where he getting all this money from? Look at Lofa County. Huh? That that structure they put it up to this day. The government can't even come out to say or show concern that the citizens are crying. They're complaining. They want to know who owns this property. How can you live in a country somebody will just walk in your backyard and start building and you don't know who owns the property? You can't even come out to tell people, oh, the government is investigating, oh, this property is for XYZ, and just keeping everybody in remote. It's so sad, Prince. We just have to keep asking God to help us, give our long life to 2029 For me, yeah, I feel a protest, but protest should be in a way where not just because you won't go protest in tomorrow, you compromise, you say that, and the problem can be solved. To teach Joseph Boca lesson, the whole country need to get out and protest. And I'm sure it will happen pretty soon.
Thank
So
thank
let me
you.
stop there and let other
Yeah.
people talk.
Let's
Yeah,
go
yeah.
to the line as we take our brother Louis for his parting comments. My brother Louis, again, I want to say thank you so much for joining us via the how you call WhatsApp. I know it's very very cost intensive. Thank you so very kindly for your presence here. I know it has been a while, but let's hear your parting comments as we round up, sir.
So, I want to remind Liberian that these two will pass. Liberian and senior people, keep the courage, hope is still alive. The change is in your hands. Do what you can to make that change. This government will stop President Boakai endorsing protests when you're in opposition. He endorsed the protest when you're in opposition. This government used propaganda and lies to get the CC out of power. If the CC is a weakened party, with all that surrounding the CDC, with all that surrounding this government, we have to see the CDC take a stand. They're organizing the people in a protest action. I want to call up to the Boakai model who will be us on the 17th of December. Somebody said, small person, is a peaceful man and he don't love protests. So we're watching the process and seeing how it looks like. I'm not sure if Liberians start keeping fat or thin laying down now. If you think 2025 was difficult, 2026 will be more difficult in 2025. Because we anticipate starting price will go up high because the increase in the budget at 2% on taxes. I'm surprised, even though the mobile money transaction, people are about to increase mobile money or taxes. But I believe and trust in God that one day all of it will be over. The change is in your hand. We are educating you every day. Take it or leave it. One day this thing will happen. I tell you, Prince, thank you so much. I hope you come after the show so we'll talk because we're getting ready to get back on the platform like before. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, my brother. Let's go to our brother Chokon as we hear his parting comments. Thank you so much. I'll definitely give you a call. Thank you so much. My brother Chokon, let's hear your parting comments, sir.
So I think it was a wonderful show. Let me again appreciate our viewers, most especially those that share their life to Liberians who are always supportive of this initiative, with Cherie, Jake, and the rest of the team, uh, Madam Julie, and everyone want to say thank you. But let me close on this note. Liberians, we call His Excellency George Manawia to come and lead us. I have never and ever remember in my life where in Georgia going to anybody before 2025 can say, Georgia won't be president. No. We Liberians, we are the one that call President Weah and say, Papa, come and lead us to prosperity. He didn't choose himself. We Liberians were the one that choose him. If he sincerely loves us, as he has always done, there's a time. The past is already the past. There is nothing else we can do about it. Look, if President we have sincerely love us,
I think there is a time that or not just him, but all librarians. Look, Jake, what we are going through in this country, how I wish that some of our friends who just disappear from America and just spend maybe 2 or 3 months in Liberia, just get there in car, probably you could discard yourself. You go places and see the kind of life people are living. You go really, you go almost off the marketplaces. The guys say the police they're chasing marketeers. I mean, our beautiful sisters that should be settled with their family home, only taking care of children. Guess what? They look for their own hard-earned money and ball market to the marketplaces. Boakai instructed his state police people they beating them on a daily basis. And people are wondering why Liberians are angry. You local motorcyclists that provide their own money. Someone they call America to their family and say, Papa, you know, he said, just buy me one motorbike, I will manage it, I will feed my family from it. Just buy me one bike. That 1,000 when you send it to me, I will not ask you for money again. So they say, okay, no, I will do it. Someone they suffer their money in America, they send that money down, say, my son, buy your land motorbike and be also in it. Papa came and took our registration money. He made us to register our bike. Stole that money, used it to buy his luxurious $1.1 million plus vehicle, and ban our people from coming on the road. He didn't stop there. He gave his police people battle, gave them stick to brutalize our people on a daily basis. Today, because of his action, many of our friends that left their family, that left their mother houses, they were forced to carry their children back. You know what I mean? Your mom already suffering. Then you say your 3, 4 children, you send them to your mom. I say, Mama, I beg you. Then you say, I can't stand the hardship anymore. Yeah, grandchildren here, when you're not able to take care of your baby. You know what you're talking about, yeah? Somebody said in call. And you say your children to them say, by fire, by turning my children to you that your grandchildren, you won't take care of them, yeah? And you can't, and you don't have somewhere to settle as a young man. That's the kind of land we are talking about here. And so we are asking Liberians, as I conclude, we are asking Liberians, poverty in a country, they are not asking us for party adika. Boakai manage, Boakai and a gang, Boakai and a bunch of criminals. They didn't just fool motorcyclists. They cajole the whole country. And that's why I will always believe that Liberian number one for the people with no IQ. How can somebody that Boakai that could not manage their own life, for heaven's sake, man? They could not manage their own life and say, I made my life, I live on loan. They may convince Liberian say, y'all give me your life, let me manage it. And Liberian tell them, who tell the whole country life and tell they want to Boakai and you won't blame motorcyclists. The criminal convince he can draw the whole country, even though he could not manage his life. But he told Liberian, give me your life, I will manage it. See how they make doing all. And all man when you take cycle, you get a Christian man, they make you run all around. There is a time that Liberians should stand up. 2029 is not promised. Stop. Stop that. 2029 starts now. And I'm asking Liberians, motorcyclists, and Liberians who believe that Liberia, our country, must prosper and move in a positive direction. We can't sit and continue to allow our country to retrogress. I'm using this video to call all Liberians. Stand up now or F. 2029 is not promised. The 2029 is what the people are starting. If the people can be brave, the day is the Supreme Court of Liberia. What's the surety that you have that when you win 2029 election, Boakai will get you A? You need to start teaching Boakai the lesson now that he will learn 2029 or else. I'm sorry. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you so very kindly. Let's hear from our brother Jake as he gave us his parting comments. My brother Jake, let's hear from you.
Yeah, I know where Chokan coming from. I always see this. Yeah. And Chokun, I know, but say I believe that there'll be nothing it will not be easy for what they call 2029. But me and Prince will come on Thursday, one-on-one, and explain to the followers here in depth. Yeah. I want to distract. Yeah, I want to distract nobody here, boss. Once again, to the followers, respect and salute to the followers. It's because of you people we are here doing our best. You help to share this video. You're gonna hear your pain. But my only parting comment, we pray, we all support the protest. The only thing Molu then used to do, if you're looking at the whole thing in the country, only Molu protesting. Only Molu, when Molu set aside, nobody will protest. And you forget them know they believe Molu come from the wing of the CDC. So he, but not part of the CDC again, but he get his own organization. But beside Molu, who are leading protests in the country, everybody in the country mute. The only thing they need to mobilize, go on all the airwaves in the country, and to put Boakai to the fire the way they've been doing George Weah. Then the citizen come up. If the citizen, that's why my question I ask, are you people better off now than the time of George Weah? Because in the era of George Weah, everybody was protesting in the country. Everybody like laid on here, they protest. Any mean university of Liberia, here, they were protesting. So that my question I'm asking them, are they okay now than the George Weah? Because they're not okay. As you're talking about the suffering in the country, did all our come for vacation in the country. Don't get me wrong. We see the suffering in the country. And I not say no. I'm not blind my eye to it. Because we are in the West. So we feeling the pinch too. Because we're spending millions of dollars on remittance alone. We spend $300+ million a year on remittance. Go ask. 300 from the Western world. Every breading on that country, it we serve our money today. The whole economy will crumble. We spend $300 million a year, that month, a year in the Liberian economy. The been that existing. We the way we are the engine of the Liberian economy. We know anything you're passing through, we're feeling it here. That's why every time we're watching social media, we on the news, we on everything because we want for our democracy. The way the international community put billions of dollars in our country to stabilize our country today. That's what we're fighting for. But I would say, but can I run it to 80, but 81, or 82, but can I run it 2029? That's my only fear. But I won't come in deep here. Everybody feeding the pinch here. Everybody in the Western world. Project going on in the country. People scared to go Labrador to build, to do all kind of things, to invest in the country because of mess rule and other things. Then. But if this is the protest that will define Liberia tomorrow. They had the first protest. This is the second protest. If they can mobilize for this protest, we'll all support the protest. But only a few group of people will support the protest. But what other group of people in the country, they serve us, all the University of Liberia need to be protesting. They suit the lot more people in the country. All the group they are called here. Only that staying. Besides saying no protest group in the country because from the beginning of the country, they intimidated everybody. They went to King George, they kill people, they disrupt. So everybody get in fear. That's the problem in the country. That's the problem. So, but everybody, please follow me. December 15, I'm opening my own. I'll be on social media and because next year we got to bombard the social media. December 15, I'm launching my own Facebook. I'll be having my own show beside the Ono Palava Hall. I'll be coming sometime to now for to discuss politics. So follow us here. You please follow me, Teacher Wemo. I will accept you. December 15 is starting. We're doing it now until 2029 by God's grace. Thank you,
definitely.
Thank you so I can get my party comment, Brother Prince.
Definitely, yeah, my sister Julie.
Yeah, because I really struggle for months and days.
I know.
Always want to be part of it. But I'm not too professional, that my son got to help me, Jana. So I need to that one link all the time or to another link.
Yeah, I will always be sending you the link, but we'll talk behind the scene. I will always be sending you the
link. Okay, I will understand. Okay, I want to say to all our people in Republic of Liberia, it's only you that can stand up for your rights.
Mm-hmm.
All of the other people that you feel they're in the driver's seat, they themselves they have life. You cannot sit there as a citizen and you know things is wrong. Even of the high expectations that you are brainwashed, you go by the age. Because for more people who is older, you think they have much more knowledge to guide you and lead you. But it's not a Western world. Western world, on your young days or whatever, they guide you to lead you to create the avenues for you to grow up. And the old ones then, they will guide you in a better way. But in our own country, you were carried away by our president, Joseph Numa Boakai, about his age, his experience. Now, I hearing my brother talking about Moruba Moru. Listen, politics is changing into another area. So Moruba Moru, that's why he signed for. That's why making him to be seen. So that's the road that Moruba Moru. Before then, you could see opposition would be very active in things, but it changed around. So Mortimer Moro have to put more force, and the more he do it, the citizen, everybody will come up. So I want to give my voice to December 17. It's the protest. Am I correct, Choco? December 17.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
Okay, this Choco, please call me after Facebook because I will be there with my protections too. I will be joining in our protest with my team. You will find me right there, but I need protections. I need your to have people to guide me because I will be in the forefront too for the protest. So please, everybody who knows me, every one of us, let us come out to protest. Protest is our right. We should not be afraid. The only thing I will advise us that going protest. Please remain safer. Don't carry gun, don't carry net, don't carry gas, don't carry petrol bomb. I don't believe in violence. I don't believe in destroying my country or my fellow human being. I understand protest it comes with responsibility. But if you understand and you know what you want, you can go in peace and unity and stand together and not going backward and make sure that your voice can be heard. Thank you so much, Brother Prim. May the Almighty God bless you. Chokon, I see you within few days. So please send me a message in my inbox so then I can send you my number. So when I'm there, you can be able on the protest. I want to be there, but I need a team. Okay? Thank you.
All right. You're welcome.
Okay, bye.
On this note, my people, we want to say thanks to each and every one of you, most especially my brother, Chokon, who is joining us from Liberia. I know it's very, very difficult to get somebody online from Liberia for this length of time. Is something that is very, very, very challenging. But I want to say thank you, my brother, for your presence here as always. I also want to thank my sister June, for taking the time off to be with us. We want to really thank her. And all of you who hate, who share, even those of you who have a critical view about what we do here and you have your different opinion, we also appreciate you for the fact that you are with us. To my own mother, a sister, a leader, Madam Josephine Sewon, I want to say thank you so very kindly for your presence. Matthew Chilople, I mean all of you, Sabina Harris, Amos J. Vincent, Isata and Mela, I want to say thanks to all of you for the time. Desmond Fambule, John, thank you so much for joining us, Rosalind. We appreciate you. Our Director of Research, Christopher Watia Tobazi, you are highly welcome. We appreciate you, Samuel Kokwe. I mean, all of you who are joining us from across the globe. We want to say thanks to all of you. Until we meet here again on Friday, from our end, we say thank you. And don't forget, if you are not following our page under the Palava Hut or the YouTube page under the Palava Hut, please follow, like, and share the page. On this note, we say bye from our end. Bye from you, my brother Chokon, until Wednesday. Thank you for everything.